Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Sanfrecce Hiroshima have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other...
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adriano receives it. Can he finish? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders.
Yamal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's a cute ball. Nicely worked. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Yamal did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rijkaard. Platini. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Rafinha. Nouri, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he welcomes it in. Great ball, and he's in. Great chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Sanfrecce Hiroshima with the corner. There first. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to get it clear. Hullet. And it's made sure that's not getting through. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
João Pedro. This is promising. Cannavaro. Adriano. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Timber. And it's Vieira. And this is Hullet. Good read, needed to be. Rafinha. And here's Hullet. Vieira. Tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard. Mateus. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Platini. And this is Adriano. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's Vieira. And he was quick to react. Now it's Rafinha. Looking for the run. Platini. And it's played in. Cleared without hesitation. Good ball, good take. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Now it's João Pedro. Nouri tries to pass it through. Odegaard. And the shot!
Hiroshima are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way...
He's had a shot! Again, a brilliant save.
Rafinha really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Neatly clipped into space. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Rafinha. Showing great feet there. And it's made its way to him. Nice interception, well timed. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a little off target. He's in a great position here. Yamal. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick request today for everybody.
Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
Oh, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Ødegaard. That's beautifully weighted. Maldini. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now Platini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Adriano. Adriano makes a dash for it. Showing good feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Timber cuts out the pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Caicedo. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. He's found space here. Maldini tries to clear. Can he spark a counter here? Adriano in the hunt and looking threatening. That's going wide left. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Looking for options for movement. He can run onto that. Now it's Platini. Can he get it through? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Messi.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! And there's a goal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Johor Darul Tazim have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off.
Shoots! And he hits the net! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 4, Erdegaard.
And now he has two.
João Pedro. Coming on the field.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. Oh, that is a nice touch. Steaming on goalwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking to play him in. Haaland driving forwards. Oh, good-looking ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head.
It's Pelé! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think...
Platini! An early chance, their first of the game.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No way through, so back it comes. And it's Belletti. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Nicely spread. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh no, this does not look good. Has a look and plays it forward. Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vieira. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Hullet. Now this could... And the finish! It's there! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Cruyff, Adriano. Check claims comfortably. Now it's Luis Suarez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That's beautifully weighted. That's a throw. And it's Iniesta. And here's Neymar. Ronaldinho. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hullet has been caught there. It's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Nice looking ball. too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Time and again they are repelled. Tries to pass it through. Lahm. Showing good feet. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Neymar, looking for options for movement. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Suarez certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Belletti. Now it's Platini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. In towards the back stick. Czech deals with that, nice and simple. Ronaldinho. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Johor Darul Tazim go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Johor Darul Tazim leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Johor Darul Tazim definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And here's Cruyff. Oh, good read. Now it's Luis Suarez.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Space for him to turn and look. And he's taking no chances there. Nice interception, well timed. And he's heaved it away. Ronaldinho. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Ronaldinho! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ronaldinho with the short one. Nicely weighted ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cannavaro can clear it away.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Hullet. And the ball's come loose here. And that has put paid to that. And here's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Varane deals with that comfortably. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
El dorsal 11.
Johor Tazim are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That looks a cracking ball. And this is Messi. And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10, Messi, será sustituido por el dorsal 6.
Varane gets over and intercepts. Maldini cuts out the pass. Now he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Platini, and he's running through. That is great defending, so alert. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's managed to get rid. Adriano. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Now it's Rivaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. Platini. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
So what can they make of this? Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's closer. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kaká. Oh, Kaká! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
This is their second corner of the game. Rivaldo goes short. Rivaldo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Johor Tazim are looking to go forward now. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? And Hullet! Platini gets into a good position. Timber. And it's Xavi Alonso.
Habrá 3 minutos
Added
de
time
descuento.
going up here, it's 3 minutes. Adriano! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Alonso. And this is Adriano. Kaka. Davids. And it's Kaka. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, don't you just love it when never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this? A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Los niños
Adriano,
que estén interesados
voted
en
man of the match. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Cruyff is herring after that one. Vieira. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder, with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, this looks sharp. Kessié, searching pass he's played there. Nicely worked. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. Johor Darul Tazim are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Kessié really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the pass is intercepted. Johor Darul Tazim so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Cruyff quietly revving up. Pull it. Now it's Platini. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He won't be happy with that one. Belletti. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Alaba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now, can they get him away? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That pass has been well intercepted. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Nicely shaped ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Kessié. Kessié. Cruyff. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a good ball out wide. Vieira. Chance here to counter. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Belletti. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Passes short and sharp. Adriano. Haaland might just make this. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. Kessié. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Platini has the space to scheme. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to break the deadlock. Oh, he saved it! Oh, remarkable! And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Hello,
How would you review the first half?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Forced to go back. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Lampard, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Alaba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Haaland, and it's Stojkovic. Oh, super ball! Caught offside that time. And here's Stojkovic. Stojkovic going face-to-face with his great rival.
Johor Darul Tazim couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And here's Stojkovic. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice control. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Almost an hour gone. Lampard. Kessié. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Always goal side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lampard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries one from range. Superb from Stojkovic. A finish right from the top draw. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Liverpool are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Frank Lampard.
So we have movement on both benches. So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's... and the shot! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist.
Oh, shooting chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Mbappe. Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 20,
Stojkovic!
Number 26.
It's off target and by quite a way.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cafu gets a foot in here. They'll have one final crack at it. Now it's Kessié. Crosses it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good running, strong and purpose. Is having a shot! And how did he not put that away?
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Stojkovic, chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's good play. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kessié has crossed into the middle. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Desperate defending required here. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. All hands on deck for this one. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Gerrard, he does have an assist to his name. Morris ended up in no man's land. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pele, 4 extra minutes added on. That has been slung wide. And he's managed to get free. Here comes the cross. Oh, what a... Can he finish? And that's it. They will have to shake on that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
A quick reminder.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Johor Darul Tazim certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Many thanks to Jim. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. Knocks it out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira. No way through. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking for a runner. And he was alert to it. Played out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Not the most accurate pass. And they've got rid. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And here's Bellingham. Shevchenko. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Vieira. Looking to play him in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Platini looking to be a menace in the final third. Vieira. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Platini providing an outlet on that flank. Getting up there! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Zanetti. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Bellingham. Out towards the flank. That's where it came from. Bellingham! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Dani Olmo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cruyff. And that's been drilled in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rijkaard.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dani Olmo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Stood up well to him there. And it's Michel Platini.
There will be
Adriano
1 minute added time.
pinches it off him. Bellingham. Rijkaard. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
A little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Second period is underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's a good spell of possession. Shot, surely! Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute...
And the shot! It's a goal! Into the lead once more. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Minutes is number 17.
Penang leading now. Piqué. And it's Michel Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hullet. He's in a good chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Platini deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And the keeper beats it away. Penang are looking to go forward now. Vieira going forward. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Shevchenko. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Platini.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So the manager could make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 11.
Cleared without hesitation.
Number 24. Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field.
Could be danger here.
Neymar.
Xabi Alonso
Number
makes a
10.
dash for it.
Pele.
Oh, that pass isn't the
Number
best.
13. Gerrard.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vieira. Floated through. Now it's Platini.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Vieira. Nice looking ball. And he's there to clear it. Johor Darul Tazim have their third corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dani Olmo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Silvestre. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. That has not gone well.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Zanetti gets it clear. Zanetti. Diouf. Shevchenko. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Pelé. Knocks it into space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 22, Piqué. Coming on the field, number 15, Temeceles. Number 6, Williams Saliba. Substitutions taking place.
And he's only too happy to take that back. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
It's a promising position. He's had a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Johor Darul Tazim found a way. For shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Substitution.
Penang have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That has been cut short. Now it's Shevchenko. Couldn't squeeze it through. And he thumps it clear. Oh no, this does not look good. He is through here. It's Neymar! He's got a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely.
And we're done. Johor Darul Tazim have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome to
kick off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
Now it's Seedorf.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, easy pickings there. Vieira. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Seedorf. Silvestre. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Azar. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Hullet. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well read, and the danger is averted. Quality ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Johor Darul Tazim getting forward at times, but achieving little of substance. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and there's green grass ahead of him. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. And it's Hullet. Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Schlotterbeck wins the duel this time. And he plays one through. Platini. Towering header! No, just not quite.
Adriano certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And this is Ibrahimovic. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Probing pass. Good read, needed to be. Azar. Cambodia are looking to break at pace. Pass is just off target. Cannavaro. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Cambodia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Johor Darul Tazim are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way-through zone.
Half an hour played now. Bruno Fernandes. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Cambodia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Can he get on the end of this? That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Ibrahimovic with a real chance here. And so we have the first set piece of the game.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! No, that pass has been well intercepted. Ronaldo picks it up out wide. That's a decent clearance. Vieira. Platini. That has found him in acres of space. Hullet. And this is Adriano. And he's gone backward here. He is through here. Played in with purpose.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Bruno Fernandes, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory, thinks about the shot, and the shot! It's in!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off in the defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Johor Darul Tazim leading by one at the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Johor Darul Tazim have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. We're on the move again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a promising position. Maldini. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Delivered low. And he's really put himself on the line here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries to pass it through. And it's been hooked away. Johor Darul Tazim can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Johor Darul Tazim just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Ibrahimovic.
Cannavaro.
Number 7, Cristiano
Pinches
Ronaldo.
it off him.
Number 3,
Bullet under intense pressure.
Yeah, better
Number
communication
15,
and lots of contact
Adam.
seems to be the route to quieting him down now.
Number 12, Van Basten. Number 11, Dembele. Number 8, Frank Lampard.
Pings it across.
Number 80, Ronaldinho.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Substitutions taking place.
Cambodia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gullit getting this one clear. It's a throw-in. And it's De Rossi. That's going to go a long way. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Dembele. Ronaldinho. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Cambodia have their second corner now. Impressive jump! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Cambodia have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
He's got away. Well timed, excellent interception. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nicely weighted ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get free. Big chance! Oh, what has happened here? And that has sent him sprawling. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
No, he's not getting past him there. And this is Cruyff. Getting up there! Oh, good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Number 21.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
To replace him is number 17, Stojkovic.
Johor Darul Tazim can make their change now with a break in play. Johor Darul Tazim are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
This might spell danger. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. To Michelis. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a pretty loose pass. And he was quick to react. Van Basten. And no, that was never going to make it. To Michelis. Knocks it into space. Tries to cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
There will be 3 minutes
No
added time.
unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Rossi gets across to intercept that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might
everybody,
not feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Doué. And Akanji. Maldini. Vermaelen. Cafu. Maldini. Cafu. And it's Maldini. Cafu. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Vieira. Can he get it through? And Cruyff! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cafu. No goals as yet. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And Vermaelen. And it's Maldini. Vieri. Cafu. Opts for safety. Hullet. Maldini. Cafu. Maldini. Kovacic. Cafu. And it's Maldini. To Kovacic. Well seen, saw that coming. Vieri. Now it's Vieri. Piqué makes the interception. Vieri is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Half an hour played now. Aimed beyond the defence. No, he's just misjudged that one. Maldini. Adriano gets a good foot in there. Has a look and plays it forward. Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Oh, bullet! Maldini. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. To Maldini. Maldini. And it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. No, he's not getting past him there. Maldini. Cafu. And it's Maldini. Cafu. Maldini. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Adriano. Coming on to replace him.
So into the second half.
Number 8, Neymar.
Both sides defensively robust up to now. Johor Darul Tazim come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Cafu. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vermaelen.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rijkaard. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Vieira. Platini. He's played it back. It's Belletti. And it's Cruyff. Neymar. Great chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Belletti. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Substitution on the field.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Number 10, Pele. Substitution.
Oh, that's he's had a shot! It's there!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Belletti. It's a pretty loose pass. just about within shooting range. And no one is overly concerned about that. That's rather hopeful. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.